The Commission on Elections has proclaimed 12 new senators that will serve in the upper chamber for the next 6 years. Meanwhile, talk on who's vying for the Senate leadership also heats up. Another petition challenging Bongbong Marcos's candidacy has made its way to the Supreme Court. However, one election lawyer says the High Court is not likely to rule in the petitioner's favor. In COVID news, second-round booster shots are now available for senior citizens and health workers. And it's time to bring out your umbrellas. Pag-asa has declared the onset of the rainy season in the Philippines. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. The COMELEC, sitting as the National Board of Canvassers, has proclaimed the 12 winning senators in the 2022 polls. Let's get the details from Greg Gregorio, who is reporting to us live from Pasay City. Greg, what's going on there?
Hi, Sean. The Commission on Elections, sitting as the National Board of Canvassers, has just recently suspended their session following the proclamation of 12 winning senatorial candidates. But first proclaimed earlier was the 12th placer Senator-elect Jinggoy Estrada, followed by re-electionist Senator Riza Hontiveros. Hontiveros said she's willing to work with all of the members of the Senate to ensure the creation of a community or a society with highlighting justice and equality. Next proclaimed was Senator-elect J.V. Ejercito, followed by the proclamation of re-electionist Senator Joel Villanueva, and then followed by the proclamation of re-electionist Senator Mig Subiri. Subiri called on everyone to unite following the conclusion of the recently conducted 2022 national polls. Next proclaimed was Senator-elect Alan Peter Cayetano. Cayetano has had a message to all those running for Senate presidency, and he said he hates drugs, he hates isabong, he hates inefficiency in the government. Cayetano also hopes for the creation of a strong and independent Senate. Next proclaimed was former DPWH Secretary Senator-elect Mark Villar. Next was Sorsogon Governor Cheese Escudero, and followed by re-electionist Senator Win Gatchalian, and then followed by broadcaster Rafi Tulfo, who got the third place. Following him is Antique Representative Loren Legarda, who has now secured a Senate comeback. Last to be proclaimed was actor Robin Padilla, who got the most number of votes, or 26.6 million votes. He thanked all of those who have supported him, including Senator Bongo and President Duterte. He also targets to introduce amendments on the Constitution, particularly about wage and livelihood. Sean, with these proclamations, we will now have more senators in the 19th Congress who are belonging to the same families. These are Senators Alan Peter Cayetano and Pia Cayetano, J.V. Ejercito and Jinggoy Estrada, as well as Senator-elect Mark Villar, who will be seating in the Senate along with their mother, Senator Cynthia Villar. Sean, in his speech, COMELEC Chairman Saidamin Pangarungan earlier thanked all of the election stakeholders for the conduct of a successful election. Pangarungan also highlighted the fastest or the speedy transmission of election results in the recent polls. Sean?
All right, thank you so much for all those updates. Greg Gregorio reporting to us live from Pasay City. Thank you, Greg. And Senator Coco Pimentel says that he is leaning towards joining Senator Riza Hontiveros in the Senate minority. In an interview, Pimentel said he is looking to be the Senate minority floor leader. Pimentel and re-electionist Hontiveros are the only sure members of the minority as of now. The former Senate President also dismissed claims that Senator-elect Alan Peter Cayetano will be the minority leader. Meanwhile, for the Senate pro tempore position, Senator Sonny Angara mentioned Senators Amy Marcos and Loren Legarda as among those vying for the post.
Mag-uusap din kami ni Risa. Alam naman din ni Risa na una sa lahat, abogado ako. Number two, siyempre Senate rules are involved. So naging Senate President din naman ako. So I dealt with the Senate rules. And then number three, mas matanda ako sa kanya.
And martial law survivors have filed a petition seeking to overturn the COMELEC's decision on the disqualification cases against Bongbong Marcos. JC Cosico with that story.
Martial law survivors are not yet giving up as they continue their bid to disqualify presidential front-runner Bongbong Marcos. This time, they are taking their fight to the Supreme Court. In a petition filed on Wednesday, the organizers of the campaign against the return of the Marcoses and martial law asked the High Court to stop the canvassing of votes. They're also asking the SC to reverse COMELEC's decision dismissing the disqualification cases against Marcos Jr.
Hindi po tayo papayag na may isa pong kandidato na disqualified at may isang kandidato na convicted na paparticipate at sasama at magiging isa sa mga kandidato sa Mayo 9, 2022.
A separate petition to cancel Marcos Jr.'s candidacy was filed at the SC on Tuesday. The question now is, will this still affect Marcos Jr.'s proclamation as president? According to COMELEC Commissioner George Garcia, the second placer in the elections will be proclaimed the winner if the High Court grants a petition to cancel Marcos Jr.'s candidacy. But if the SC rules that Bongbong Marcos is disqualified, then Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte will take his place.
Whoever is the second place or the candidate with the next highest number of votes should be proclaimed as the winner. So yung po ay kapag cancellation of candidacy. And not unlike yung pong tinatawag Ma'am Ami na disqualification, kung after the election you were disqualified, then ang magiging effect po ay succession.
However, for one election lawyer, the SC will not likely grant a restraining order against Marcos Jr.'s proclamation. In any case, he says that their best bet is to file an electoral protest.
I am inclined to say na medyo mahirap itong mangyari. Hindi ko nakikitang magti-TRO ang Supreme Court laban sa Kongreso dahil unang-una, nasa saligang batas, no, sa Constitution ang kapangyarihan ng Kongreso na bilangin ang boto at iproklama ang nanalong presidente.
The SC is still on recess until June 10, while the next on-bank session is set on June 14. For now, petitioners hope the High Court will hear their petition legally and would take action on the case given its urgency. For News 5, JC Cosico, We Are One News.
One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. OFW advocate Toots Ople confirmed having discussed with Marcos Jr. for her to head the Department of Migrant Workers. Ople said that the incoming president wants to have more programs catering to the families of OFWs, particularly their children. Ople said that she is thankful for the offer, but she is still weighing her options at present.
Meron akong process ngayon ng reflection. Ayoko rin kasing biguin yung ating Pangulo. Alam ko ang daming naniniwala na nanalig sa kanya. So tinitimbang ko din kung magiging unifying factor ba ako.
And Chinese President Xi Jinping is seeking continuity with the next administration under presumptive President Bongbong Marcos. The Chinese embassy in Manila said President Xi spoke with Marcos Jr. over the phone today to discuss bilateral ties and regional development. President Xi described Marcos Jr. as a, quote, supporter of China-Philippines friendship. The Chinese president added that both countries should follow through with a blueprint on friendly bilateral cooperation. And here's a quick look at today's other top stories. Radio commentator and columnist Ramon Tulfo was arrested by the Manila Police District for cyber libel. He is the brother of Senator-elect Raffy Tulfo, who earlier vowed to decriminalize libel once seated in the upper house. The Health Department has announced that second COVID booster shots are now available for senior citizens and health workers. Those seeking to get second boosters should have had their first dose or first booster doses at least 4 months prior. And Pag-asa has declared the start of the rainy season in the country. The State Weather Bureau says intermittent rains associated with the Habagat will start to affect Metro Manila and the country's western sections. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.